Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. Today we're going to look at something that I think is very unique to Evil Dead and probably should be what I'm going to call the blueprint for PvP moving forward, and that's specifically private match PvP. But before we dig into that, if you like this Evil Dead content, please drop a like and a comment on the video below. It really does help the video, it does help the channel, and of course I answer all my comments in the comment section. And of course, smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell for all Evil Dead and horror-related content. And if you're looking for people to play with or just hang out with and talk about horror movies and horror games and Evil Dead, of course, click on that link in the description below. It is our Discord where we have a bunch of people who just think like you do and want to talk about awesome Evil Dead-related stuff. And of course, not play with random. So feel free to hop in there, make some friends, and get a group to play with on the regular. So if there's one thing going forward in the Asym PvP genre that should be considered adapting, and maybe even DBD should go back and actually change this to their own private matches, is Evil Dead's inclusion of private matches that actually matter. If you want to play with yourself and 4 friends, or as we do a lot in the channel, play with the community, you can still not have to sacrifice leveling your characters. This is a huge W for Evil Dead that prior to really hasn't happened. As a person who's played DBD for years and others Asyms like Friday the 13th and Predator Hunting Grounds, private matches is usually just a blast to play with your mates, but sometimes you have to choose whether you want to actually level your characters or just have some fun with your friends. And in this case, you actually don't have to choose either. You can actually achieve both. You can play a 5-man group where you have 1 killer or Kandarian demon, in this case of Evil Dead, and 4 of your friends playing as survivors and have a good time. Everyone still gets XP on their characters and their account, and everyone has a good time. What's wrong with that? There is nothing wrong with actually just playing with friends and not having to go out in the wild and have a great time. And the brilliant people over at Saber made us able to throw that choice away. You can do both. I play with my community lots. Pretty much every stream I do, and I've streamed 5 nights a week, has been from the get-go with the community, and it's been one of the most popular things my community has enjoyed. And if you're part of my Evil Dead community, you've seen it. We do it all the time. We get 4 people in and a demon, and everyone has fun. And I think this is something that all games in the asymmetrical PvP arena, genre, whatever you want to refer to it as, going forward should definitely adapt. And we see 2 more big ones in the horror genre coming with Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Ghostbusters later this year. And be honest, with all that's going on in the DBD revamp for the year 6, this should probably be thought about being considered to be part of the overhaul for Dead by Daylight. This is definitely one of the features that Evil Dead had kind of slid under the radar, and when we all started really digging into the game, actually had a lot of fun with. And something that should be advertised more probably to the general public is the fact that this exists, that you can go ahead and still do the best of both worlds. Play with your friends, a group of 5 people. You don't have to have any randoms or go against any killers. You don't really want to. You can kind of, there's no rule changes. It's still the same damn game, but it's just with you guys, and there's nothing wrong with that. And at the end, you still cash out like you normally would in a rank match. So it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's something that we should see moving forward. And I really hope that this is what we see for Asyms moving forward. Because let's be honest, as much as I want to say I'll only play Evil Dead and I'll never go back to Dead by Daylight, or I'll never play Texas Chainsaw, or I'll never play Ghostbusters, let's be honest, I'm a horror Asym streamer. I'm gonna sample them all. I'm gonna have a good time. We're gonna have, of course, make Evil Dead still the main game. But, you know, there's times you just want a little bit of variety in that genre. And these games are all coming in 2022, giving us a chance for fun, community-based time. But we can still level, and that is the thing that is all about. You can still take your character out in the wild, play a real match against ranked opponents or just against other people in the community, but then come back to your own community and still have fun, and it still benefits everyone playing. And that is such a huge and wonderful W for Evil Dead the game that I really hope we see get expanded across the Asym PvP, especially in the horror genre, for the rest of the games coming out in 2022 and beyond. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.